Hey, water signs. Welcome to Loud Intuition. I missed you guys. I am back with another reading for you. This is going to be your no, not your what are their intentions reading. I'm doing a different reading. Sorry about that. This is how do they feel about you? So I haven't done a reading like this in a while since I first started the channel. And yeah, so we're just going to get some messages as to how your love interest is feeling about you. Whether you've dealt with this person in the past, currently dealing with them, or they are approaching you in the near future. While I was shuffling the decks here, I did get some messages that led me to believe that this is someone that you have dealt with before. I feel that there's a lot of pain around how they feel about you. There's some hurt there. There's a lot of regret. I feel that this person is wanting to put in some effort when it comes to you. So possibly now or in the past, this person was allowing the burden of the relationship to fall on you, or you were doing this water sign to your partner, and whoever that applies for, the other person couldn't carry the whole relationship on their own. So I think that changed the dynamic of the relationship. And yeah, I feel that someone's in a lot of pain right now, but whoever is in the pain, they are also feeling regret. So although you both may be in pain, I am directing this message towards whoever may be feeling a lot of regret here. So we have the Nine of Wands overall energy with this deck. So this is some fast energy coming in here. Very passionate at this time. Has their eye on the prize and they are moving towards it. There's definitely some communication that's going to come in with this individual. A lot of burning sexual energy as well. So that kind of goes along with it here. And then we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is just about the loving energy, nurturing, caring. I feel that someone here is paying attention to their intuition. And this is definitely symbolic of you, water sign. And this knight here at the bottom of the deck could be the person that's rushing into you here, the way that reads. So I'm gonna pull some cards here. This is the clarifying deck to see how this person feels about you, water sign. So okay, we have a flipper on the floor and we're starting off with the Tower. So this is about some heavy energy. The Tower can be good and bad. I always say it depends on how you view it at the time. So either you're going to see it in the moment as a good change, or you will see it in hindsight like, okay, I see why that had to happen that way. Either way, it's still a benefit. Nine of Cups. Okay, so this seems like it can very well be a good Tower moment. But what I'm getting so far here is that your person is going through a Tower moment at this time. They are having epiphanies, changing the way that they show up. They are changing their fundamental beliefs, possibly dying off with the ego here. They could also be ending a situation in their own personal life. So this could be another relationship. This could be work, their living situation, anything here. Definitely some awakening going on here. We are ever evolving, so there's never a moment where when the Tower happens that now we have all the answers. That's the end. But this is, yet another awakening for your person to where they're having some realizations. I feel that they are realizing what direction they want to go in, what they want to be happy, what they need to be happy. They're being very honest with themselves, and I think that it's very shocking for them because what they've come up with is not what they possibly would have pictured for themselves even, a couple months ago or a month ago or a couple weeks ago or a couple years ago, however. I also feel here that your partner is trying to avoid a disaster with you. I feel this energy of this energy of them wanting to mature or wanting to grow in order to be the best for themselves, because the Nine of Cups is definitely a solo energy. All nines in every suit, whether if it's cups, wands, swords, or pentacles, it's a singular energy. It's where we all have to be in order to get to the 10, where there is someone else involved. Whether it's 10 of swords in a bad aspect or 10 of cups in a good aspect, 10 of pentacles, 10 of wands. There's always another person involved in any 10 suit. Whereas with the 9, it's very singular, it's very individual, independent. So I feel that they are trying to definitely find what is fulfilling to themselves and able to withstand that and be consistent in their happiness, since we're talking about cups here. Also emotional stability, to where when they do approach you, they are whole. With the Fool card here underneath the Tower next to the Hierophant here, this lets me know once again that there's a sense of releasing baggage. There's new fundamental, beliefs that are being changed. This person, I feel, is wanting to start from ground zero. Yeah, that's funny here. The Fool is the 0 card, and then the Tower is falling, like that's, the crumbling down to the ground, and then having to rebuild here with the Fool. And I feel that they're making these, what's driving this energy, what's, the core, the heart of the matter with them is how they're showing up in relationships and their own happiness, how they, what actually makes them happy, what makes them feel whole. Because it may come across selfish, but we all, like I said, have to get to that point to where we are able to sustain our own happiness before we go seeking it somewhere else, if you will. So, with the 9 of Cups here next to the Moon card, I feel that they are definitely drowning in a lot of emotions right now when it comes to you. I feel that they have a lot that they need to tell you, and they're not really sure how you are going to accept it. But that's a form of insecurity. There's some fears there, in a sense. And then here we have you showing up Pisces, Cancer, here in the moon card here. But ultimately, I feel that they're wanting to overcome that. They really are, here with the Empress, with growth. They see you as someone who is playing a major catalyst in their life. Someone who is causing them to uproot everything that they thought they were, everything that they thought they stood for, and literally dissect it, look deeper into it, find a deeper meaning for these things, and see what really works for them, what really makes them feel as if they are being true to themselves. And this is making them happy. I feel that going through the process here with the Nine of Cups in the middle of the Tower and the Moon card, going through the process, they are recognizing the good and the bad in it. They see that, yes, I'm having to face my fears. I'm having to look at my insecurities, be honest with myself, see where I may not have been authentic. But at the same time, I feel that they see the light at the end of the tunnel. They see that this is the journey. This is the process that I have to go through to become this King of Pentacles for this Empress. Although a Empress, in the real world wouldn't mate with a king, the Emperor and the Empress are the suitable mates. But I feel that this person is starting from somewhere, and wherever they're coming from, that is what their goal is. That's what their plan is. Which to me is that I'm channeling that. That's to me is beautiful, because here this shows someone with a plan. This shows someone who has set out with a intention, and they have a goal that they see them for themselves, and they are trying to attain, instead of just although the Fool card is here, but not just going with it and not really knowing exactly where they're going. So clarifying the Tower, here we have the Seven of Wands. So that talks about, like I said, I feel that they're trying to prevent something here with you, trying to prevent a disaster. They're wanting to definitely change how they approach you and how they deal with you in the future, but they're fighting for it. They're fighting for what it is that they truly want, even if it's themselves. I feel that they are definitely in battle with themselves here with this Tower and Seven of Wands with this Fool card. They see you as someone that is very sexy, possibly even the sexiest person that they've with you. They feel wow, they're interested in me. What do they see in me? They can have whoever they want. And I feel that they think that you are, in a sense, aware of that you could have whoever you want. They know that you are aware of that, but they're very turned on about how humble and noble you are about it. You're not, what can I say, maybe like a Queen of Wands energy who flaunts it a little bit more or verbalizes it more. You're more humble about it, more quiet about your confidence, but it's very sexy to them. That's what turns them on with you more than anything. They have a overflowing love and emotion for you. We have the Nine of Cups here with the Ace of Cups, which is the Ten of Cups. They feel so many different emotions for you. I feel that this person may not have had to ever feel this way that they feel about you. I feel that, I'm not going to say that it's a forced energy, but it definitely catapulted them into a energy that is making them become emotionally aware of how they show up in relationships. And this is new to them. That alone is a very loving energy. You know that alone can make anyone just feel this Ace of Cups, because it's I've had many partners in the past, and I've never felt this way. I've never cared to feel this way. I've never cared to want to have this tower moment, to want to change the things that I truly believe in here with the Hierophant, or question my beliefs. With the Fool card here, we have the Four of Swords. So this talks about them. Okay, so yeah, as I was talking earlier, I said that they have a plan here. Although the Fool card is here, and that's throwing caution to the wind, with the King of Pentacles here leading into this Fool card, that lets me know that they do have a plan of how they are going to approach you, or have a plan of where they see themselves when they do approach you. And that's definitely clarified here with the Four of Swords. They did put a lot of thought into this. Although the Fool is here, I feel that in their heart they have a fool's mentality, but mentally they did put a lot of thought in this. With the King of Pentacles, they did plan things out. They are being very practical about how this can go for them, how they should approach you. So with the Nine of Cups, I have the Ten of Swords and the Hangman. So, as I said earlier, and then I have the Fool here at the bottom of the deck again. As I said earlier, and I feel that that's kind of coinciding with this clarification here, because in this moment, it's at the bottom of the deck. As I said earlier, with this Nine of Cups in between this Tower and this Moon card, they are embracing embracing your breast. No, just kidding. They are embracing the good and the bad in this change, in this rebirth within themselves. So with the Ten of Swords and the Hangman here, I feel that they have come to a completion of the mental turmoil of how this is flowing through them. So all of the overthinking and they've been through the complete mental energy of it all. They've like overkilled on all of the possibilities of how this can go wrong, and how can I avoid this disaster, and all of the fears and insecurities that I have, and all the secrets that I haven't told, to the point to where they are now seeing things from a different perspective, or they will see things from a different perspective, because major arcanas are energies that are you can't avoid. Whether you go through them today or a year from now, you have to embody the major arcana. It's what pushes the story forward. They're seeing things from a different perspective, or wanting to see things from a different perspective. They may not be aware of this energy at this time, but there's something within their heart that is making them want to sit still. It's like they may even want to move or take action, but it's something that's keeping them from doing it. And I don't even think that they're aware of why. They're possibly even asking themselves, like, why am I not making a move? I know that this person makes me happy. I know that I want to become a King of Pentacles for them. I'm throwing caution to the wind here after I've planned out exactly what it is that I want with this Empress. I'm ready to move, but I can't. And I know it's not because I'm overthinking anymore, because I'm done with that energy. And I know it's not because I'm scared, or I have all these insecurities, because I'm working through all of that. I've come to a place now where I'm feeling my Nine of Cups. I'm feeling like I'm happy in this very moment. So I'm ready to go get my 10th cup here. But why can't I move? Why can't I pick up the phone? Why can't I go over there? Why can't I send this text? Why can't nothing? Like, why can't I do it? It's because they are in this Hangman energy, or about to get into this Hangman energy, or coming out of it, where they are having to do a little bit more growth in a sense of being able to see things from all angles. That way, when they do approach you and they do show up, they're not limited in their belief. They're not limited, or I should say, they're less limited in their options. They also, even your response is what I'm feeling here. They're not so gun-ho on how you have to respond to them, or how things have to play out, or in what time frame they have to play out, or where they need to play out. It's about seeing things from a different perspective here. So that tells me that there's still, that would make sense as to why the moon card is coming after that, because there's still some growth here that needs to happen, because this person may feel very confident here with the nine of cups in approaching you, and they may feel confident in their growth and where they're headed and what they want and how they're going to do it. But I don't think that they've taken it to the next step to consider the response that they'll get from you. And I tell people that a lot. I try to talk to people about that a lot. My motto is no expectations, no disappointments. And if this person can truly understand that and live in that and allow that to be their authentic feeling, then I think that they'll find that they'll push through this energy quicker. And that goes for everyone. If we could all just allow expectations to be a little bit more relaxed, that doesn't mean don't set your intention, don't set your boundaries, don't set or don't make them known. Definitely that, you can't just sit there and just don't expect anything. But put that out there, put that out to the universe, because ultimately that's who's going to have your back at the end of the day. And of course, have these conversations with your partner, but still have enough confidence to step back enough to not have such high expectations on another human being. If you think about it, whether you want to admit it or not, you've disappointed people time and time again, whether if it was for the most pettiest things or for something that was super important to that person and you just couldn't come through for them. Either way, you've disappointed. Your intention behind it matters. Maybe you did not intend to disappoint them. Maybe you did. Either way, it happens. And that disappointment from that person, when you break it down and think about it, them expressing their disappointment to you is because they had a high expectation on you. They really thought that you would show up, you would come through, you would do this, you would do that, you would say this, you would say that. And for whatever reason, you couldn't. And it's even more of a learning opportunity when you really tried and still was not able to. That's where two individuals should be able to sit down and have that mutual understanding and mutual respect for, hey, sometimes our intentions may be the best, but there is a greater cause for everything. There is this life we live is so much bigger than us and our expectations and what we want in this very moment. There are some things that may not be able to happen today because there were other issues that needed to be resolved first and move some pegs around in order for tomorrow to play out the way that it could have played out or should play out. It's about, like I said, the tower. The tower is all about, is it beneficial to me now? Is my perspective about it beneficial to me now? Or am I going to look back on it a year later or 2 months later and say, oh, okay, I do see how that benefited me. So it's about you realizing the benefit in it now or in hindsight. It's your perspective. It's all about your perspective with the hangman. So I digress. Allowing that to happen will definitely push them into into this King of Pentacles energy quicker, or it will help. So clarifying the moon card here, we have the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So, to me, that's just another clarification of them going back and forward between what they can and can't do. This is to me, it's just perfect of can and can't do. Can't do, can't do, and it's like, okay, they're just, they're going through their tower moment. This is the process. We may be seeing things with the cards very specific, and their energy may not be as broad. It may be a little bit more honed in, specific on their exact process through this tower moment, is how I'm feeling. And, we're going to go from the Queen of Wands to the King of Pentacles here. So with this Moon card, with the secrets, with the insecurities and the fears, they may find themselves up at night on some nights and thinking, overthinking, going through the motions, going through, the dark night of the soul, where they're uplifting all of those beliefs and making those changes. And then on some days, they're like, like I said, I want to call this person. I want to reach out. I want to see them. I'm very passionate about them. I want to move forward with this. So it's about working through that moon energy here. Okay. So clarifying the King of Pentacles, we have a card that fell on the floor. What is it? It is the Knight of Pentacles. So that's about them starting somewhere. This is them setting out on that journey. This is them working through this energy here, finally getting out of these fears and overthinking things, and having, this happiness and this passion, but still feeling like, well, maybe I have a few more T's to cross, I's to dot, but this tower is falling. I'm trying to avoid a total disaster, so I need to get through this crap, work through this crap. And here we are now, setting out on this journey. Now I am saddled up. I have what I'm bringing with me, which is very little, and I'm ready to start this journey to become a King of Pentacles. Okay, so, and then, here we are with the well thought out plan before taking that leap of faith. So everything that this person does, they have thought it out with these two very methodical energies here. Very practical energy with the King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. They've definitely thought this out with the Four of Swords here. They've prayed about it. They've meditated on it. Now they're actually in the action of wanting to move towards you. So clarifying the Hierophant here, we have the Knight of Swords and the Justice card. So when it comes to what changes this person made as far as, what they truly believed in, even from, society norms, or how they were raised, what they were told they should be like, or how society says that they should be. That is the energy that is being changed, right? So with the Knight of Swords here and the Justice card, this is all about karma. This is all about the scales being balanced, truth being spoken, rights being wronged, wrongs being right, wrongs being righted. And this is with the Hierophant here, this is telling me that this is for the greater good of everyone. So you might find that this person, although starting off as a Knight of Pentacles, it makes sense with this Fool and this Knight of Swords. You may find that this person will start to show their actions a bit quicker than normal. Well, I wouldn't say normal. I would say more than usual, more than how they have in the past. I feel because this person is very confident at this time that they have done the work, that they know exactly what it is that they want, that they know what they need to do to make this situation right. They could also be coming in to communicate to you that they have a few legal matters that they have to handle. They may have a marriage that they have to be released from, but with the Knight of Swords here, I feel that is near the end. It's going to happen very fast. I want to clarify this a little bit more with this Hierophant, Justice, and the Knight of Swords. I feel that this person has their answers, and I feel that they're very spiritual. They're coming out of this praying, meditating energy here with the Four of Swords, right into the Hierophant with the Justice. I feel that they, asked for answers and they've received them. This person is very spiritual, though, very. And their authentic selves is all about doing the right thing. I don't know how they may have showed up in the past, but again, like I said, they are uprooting what society says that they should be like. Five of Cups. So there's gonna be some loss here, definitely. That this person is either currently feeling or will feel in the future. I feel that it may have something to do with children or someone that is younger than they are. I'm feeling children though. I really do. Yep, and then the Page of Pentacles pops out. And then the Queen of Pentacles pops out. So this person can definitely be married. And then we have the High Priestess as we're clarifying this section here with the Hierophant, which is the Hierophant's mate. So I feel that this person may be married with children, but there's going to be a loss here, a loss of money, a loss of stability. There's going to be possibly some issues with, I meant to pick up this card, some issues with children in custody, things like that. And I feel that things are moving very fast for them right now. This is external to you because we have the Justice card as well. So this is, like I said, this is bigger than you and this person. It's bigger than all of us. This is about a balancing. This is about a universal balance where things need to be put back into place so that we can start moving forward into how it is intended to be, because from the beginning of time, we have, our destiny, we have our paths, and we can either take that path the easy way, or typically what we do is take a bunch of detours, and it takes forever to get back on track, to get back on path. And to me, that is the most beautiful thing when you're able to get back on path, and you'll find that you'll have so many synchronicities. The doors will just start opening for you. Things will just start happening for you. You'll just start running into the right people. Things will just start being a little bit more easier because you are on the right path. But so many people don't find their path.